Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So it's time to give you an update on the iPhone 12 Pro Max challenge, if you want to say it's a challenge. Basically, what I'm doing is I did another video when I did my follow-up on this phone. I think I've had this for 2 months now, and I decided to go ahead and try to use the iPhone 12 Pro Max as my primary device for at least 6 months, alongside some of my other phones. But this being my primary device. And you say, Jay, what do you mean by your primary device? Well, I have 4 lines to myself, and they're all used in stages. Now, the primary line is the line that everyone in my family has. You know, some corporations have. It's just a number that if you want to get to me right ASAP, it's going to be this phone right here. This phone number, I should say. And then it goes down in tiers, obviously. So my Google Fi line is tons of phone calls. That's kind of like a business line for me. My T-Mobile line is social. You know, I give some people that number. And then my other line, my Verizon line or whatever, it's just kind of casual, like really casual. All of the lines get some social media. So there's a quick rundown on how I use my phones with the 4 lines, if you're wondering why I need 4. And I do need 4 lines because I just do. I don't need to get too personal. Nonetheless, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is a device that I opted to try to use for 6 months straight. Now, I'm a couple of months in, and it actually hasn't been hard. The hardest thing is the things I complained about, the gripes that I talked about in the initial video that I did 3 weeks or so ago, or a month ago, I don't know, letting you guys know, hey, I'm gonna primarily use this device as the one. I'm not going to switch around. So my complaints are pretty much still the same. The Studio app, you know, it requires me to work harder. And the Bible app requires me to work harder when I'm trying to get things done quickly. So after that, folks, it's been great. It's been no problems whatsoever. The device, I don't know why the iPhone feels so big when I have phones that literally are bigger, if you will. Like this phone is taller. This is the wing. It's taller. It's about the same heaviness, or weight and everything, but it has this unique form factor. And then the fold has just been not. I use this for maybe video recording sometimes, but I actually had to power it off because I kept reaching for it. And there's no SIM card in this phone because there was a SIM card, and this SIM card was in this phone. So, I mean, the best I can do with this is give you video recordings from it if I want to record in 5x4 or do some 4K 60. But that is where the wing comes in, and the wing kind of crushes everything for the 4K 60 in my opinion. But point is, this phone is definitely doable. And I can see why some people would want to use this as a primary device. The video quality on here is good. The photos are really good. I've got more cases coming in. So currently my favorite case, I've done a separate video on this. This is the new Rinky Onyx, and the Rinky Onyx case line is back, folks. The Rinky Onyx line was just their go-to lineup. And I have no regrets on using this daily. This is actually how the phone lives. I don't normally keep it out of a case. I actually like this look right here. It just looks good. It feels good. And I do have an OtterBox on the way. I'll be showing you that one as well. I got the new OtterBox because I like OtterBoxes. Yes, it's like 5 times the cost of this one, but the point is, it's about what you like. So this is my daily setup. I do have a tempered glass on here. It's not reviewing this phone, like getting yourself out of review phase. That's the toughest thing for me because I'm always trying to measure something. I'm trying to get myself out of that mode of measuring everything I do. And it's very difficult when I do smartphone reviews. I'm honest with myself. It's hard for me to get out of review mode. So what I've done is I'll just use this as the primary, like phone calls and SMS, and I do social media on here, the regular stuff that people are doing, with their devices. And I'm trying to stay out of reviewer mode when I have my main device in my hand. And after that, once I can program myself not to be that way, I actually think I'll have an even better experience with an iPhone. I genuinely probably could use an iPhone as a daily device. and still review other devices. But again, the problem with that is you run into a situation where you're always thinking about comparing it to the next device. That is what I don't like to do, and I'm being 100% honest. It's difficult for me to get out of that mode. But once I do, I think what's going to happen is I'll probably taper off from doing reviews. I'll still do reviews, but I think it might slow down because I'm just going to get comfortable. But with that said, smartphoneconversations.com. I'm still here. That's a long way off probably, but because there's always new smartphones coming. You know what I'm saying? So the iPhone 12 Pro Max, a really brief update, nothing fancy to show you. This is just a discussion video on the actual device, and I'm actually liking it. Shout out to everybody out there who uses an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Some cons though, this phone is kind of bulky, it's kind of heavy. It's definitely bigger than my Mini and bigger than my 12, but the advantages to that is that you get this canvas and you just get this good flow of screen real estate. And I love watching content in 4K if I can watch it in 4K. And this device, fortunately, can scale up to 4K. Now, one major flaw, or it's not a flaw, it's a con in iOS, which I don't know why it's not there. Yes, I do. I know why it's there. Let's just get past that. I don't like that I can't do split view, and I don't like that I can't do picture-in-picture with YouTube. There. It's nothing new. Everybody feels like that who has an iPhone. You all want picture-in-picture on YouTube when watching things, because there's no real multitasking with an iPhone. That's a huge flaw. Like, I love being able to just open up a video and just play it, and play the video, and then still, have something else going. I love it. It just shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be this difficult with Apple, but this is how they do it. I can open up a video on the side and just play it. It just plays down in the bottom. I can move this video up here. Come on. I can move it up here. I can move it around. I can work on something else. Or I can do split screen. That's just the perks of having Android. Why Apple doesn't do that to us is beyond me. Like I spoke of split screen, I just think that's something that should be on any device that's over six inches. They should automatically just optimize the devices for that. I think it's just tacky in 2021 that Apple doesn't have split screen or picture-in-picture for YouTube. I know we all know why, the little beef with Google, but point is, I'd like it. And if I were to stop using an Apple device, that will be one of the reasons. That will be one of the reasons. I'm not caught up on the customization thing anymore, because they do offer you widgets or whatever. And yeah, they're not like Android, but if I just go here, let's just put something. Let's put the news. I can add that widget up there. Or I can just move it over here. And then now I have the news right here on this page. iOS 4.4 coming later today. Let's check that and let's see if 14.4 is here. Let me step off for just a second. I don't want to get anything in here I shouldn't have. So no, I'm still on 14.3. So there it is. So anyway, man, update for you guys. The iPhone 12 Pro Max, it's not hard to use. It's actually a pretty solid device. I think once you mentally program yourself that, you can stop thinking about, as a reviewer, once you can stop thinking about review mode, you'll enjoy even the iPhones. iPhones aren't bad. It's just that I'm an Android person. So I didn't want to title my first video switching to Apple. I just think it's lame because the chance of me switching back to Android or another Android, there are way more Android devices that are better than the iPhones. So the fact that I'm going to probably use one again for a review or something like that, I might fall in love with that device. Like the Sony X Pro. I get that device, I might cut this Apple stuff short and just put this to the side. Like, I got to rock on my phone full time. Who knows? Anyway, it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Long discussion on my trials with trying to use the iPhone 12 Pro Max as a primary device. What do you guys think? You think I'm going to make it 6 months? I actually honestly think I'll make it 6 months because, before I get out of here, all of my children, wife, most of my immediate family, they're on an iPhone 12 or an 11. They either have a 12 or 11. The point is they're on an iPhone. Even out to one of my youngest granddaughters, she has an iPhone. She's like 10. She has an iPhone. So it's a matter of the connection with the family. I think that's where Apple did great at with their iMessenger or whatever and their FaceTime. But those aren't reasons to stay iMessage and FaceTime. But the reasons behind it is the reason I would staying connected to family. So this shouldn't be very hard for me at all when it comes to lasting 6 months and beyond. It's just a matter of, do I want to? I'll see you in the next one. Oh, okay, last question. How many of you have a complete Apple family? Meaning, like your entire children, your family, your husband, your wife, your mother. How many iPhones are rotating in your family right now to where you feel like you have to have an iPhone on you, even if you don't like iPhones? Let's talk about it.